What's up, everybody? Michael Walsh here. So I want to talk about Cyril Gane and Jon Jones and why it's actually okay that Jon Jones utterly obliterated Cyril Gane. Now, the narrative going into Cyril's fight with Tom was basically that should Tom lose, it would just be absolutely devastating to the heavyweight division. Like at that point, you should just shut down the division. You should just combine it with light heavyweight. And honestly, that I might do a whole video on that, why they should just kind of do that even if Tom wins, because it might be better. But in any case, that's what people were saying. And now that we've seen the first fight and it went to the no contest and everything, we're probably going to get an immediate rematch. Cyril will probably be like either a slight favorite or like more of a pick'em instead of like a massive underdog like he was going into the first fight. And so like the threat of this reality, the threat of a reality where Cyril beats Tom and the heavyweight champion is a guy who not only lost to Ngannou, but got obliterated by Jon. And on top of that is, just not the most inspiring fighter. He doesn't fight that often. There's times where it seems like he's not taking his fight career very seriously and not training that hard. He's not the most exciting fighter to watch. He's not the most boring either, but he's a lot less exciting than like Francis and Tom are. So, yeah, it'll be bad if Cyril wins. And some huge amount of that is the fact that Jon beat him, which not only would make the heavyweight champion look like a paper champion, but probably worse than that, Jon Jones, the ultimate shithead, this annoying, cheating, narcissistic, wife-beating criminal, will have endless bragging rights. We will never hear the fucking end of it if Cyril can somehow beat Tom. Okay, we will never hear the end of it. He will constantly be telling us how great he is. He will constantly be shitting on whoever the heavyweight champion is. And none of us want that. We kind of just want his fucking Jon Jones to go away and be forgotten. That's what I would like. However, there is one very important reason why it's kind of good, actually, that Jon Jones smashed Cyril. And that reason is, even if Cyril wins, even if Cyril becomes the heavyweight champion, if he can beat Tom, the fact that Jones beat him as decisively as he did means we won't have to live in a world where the baddest man on the planet is a fucking French guy. So it's kind of worth it.